Welcome back to Behind the Glass. Today, we dive into the fun and inspiring journey of the Pinkies, Toronto's most iconic beer league hockey team. From building a brand beyond the rink to creating viral content, they've turned beer league into something much bigger than a weekly skate. At the core is a locker room of culture, built on fun, friendship, and not taking things too seriously. Quick heads up, this episode includes some swearing. Listener discretion is advised. Let's get into it. Enjoy. Okay, the Pinkies. This is so exciting. Mark and Thomas, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Mark, we go way, way back.
Oh, yeah.
Probably we started playing hockey, I think, like at A with like Lauren Park, and then I think Mississauga Terriers for double A. So like we go way back. Thomas, the first time I'm meeting you. So
pleasure, brother.
Nice to meet you. And so this is like really exciting. But I wanted to start off, if you guys are cool with it, like how did you guys start playing beer hockey?
Well, I'll take this one, Thomas. So kind of like what happens with everyone once you get to university, everyone's kind of split up during the fall, winter. Guys aren't really playing organized hockey anymore unless you're playing like junior and stuff. So really just once we came back for the summers, I think it was actually after first year university in the summer, we said, all right, boys, like who wants to play hockey? We were all back together for a few months. Everyone wanted to play hockey together again. So we actually started out with a completely different team, different name. We were originally the Mississauga Mighty Ducks, still playing like ASHL, just doing our thing, like a bunch of 18, 19-year-old idiots just playing beer league for the first time. So that was obviously our first kind of taste of beer league. And it was awesome because some of us had never played hockey together before on the same team, just because, different levels, different schools, whatever it was. So that was a lot of fun. We did that for a few years. And then once COVID hit, it just kind of screwed things up. And then beer league was kind of shut down for a couple of years, or it was kind of, we still played a little bit, but it was kind of weird. It was like 3-on-3, 4-on-4. It wasn't like actual teams. And then once the dust settled from all the COVID complications, we just kind of started talking. We're like, let's get another team going. And then that's kind of where the Pinkies formed. Mr. Thomas over here came up with the amazing name, the Stinky Pinkies, which we've now kind of toned it back a little bit and became just the Pinkies. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So at that point, Mark, that's so funny. How did you guys like make the Pinkies name, Thomas? Like, what was your thought process? Like, what came out of it?
That's quite the story. So like Scam said, we were originally like the Mississauga Mighty Ducks. Then when we formed this team, like we were a bit older, we were all out of school, majority of us. And then it's like, let's just come out with something fun. Like let's just have like a really fun name. And if you know our friend group, like half, if not like majority of our jokes and everything we say is so offside. So we're like, okay, how do we make something that's really funny, but also something that like we could actually use? Because some of the stuff we came up with, we're like, we're not using this. Like this is not going to be a team name. So I don't know. I was kind of just going through names and like, we were searching like what's funny, like what can be out there, whatever. And I came across like Stinky Pinkies and I'm like, that's like gold, because that's enough to be like funny in beer league, but not enough that's like, you can't use that. So we kind of just put like a poll. We had a few other like stupid names, but unanimously like Stinky Pinkies was like the winner. So we tossed it in like, hey, we go with this. And then I immediately went on Canva and started like designing a logo. So I just went and like I like searched like, okay, shit emoji, like Pinkies, this, that. I like found a template and like the logo was formed pretty quick. So it wasn't far from like, okay, are we the Stinky Pinkies? Yes. I think it took like 48 hours to like have a logo, have a design, have everything, be like, hey, we're the Stinky Pinkies. Like we're running with this. And the whole like team was just dying of laughter. Like this is going to be fun.
Wow. And even like designing the logo, guys, like how did you pick the actual Pinky like up? Like, how did
So
you
that
pick that?
changed. So that
Okay.
okay, so the evolution was different. So we
Mhm.
originally started as the Stinky Pinkies. And I guess to like go with that story is,
Mhm.
you know, I told the boys from the beginning, I'm like, look, I really want to do something social media for this. And, it really wasn't a thing. Like you saw the hockey influencers like Barber,
Mhm.
Nagy, like all those guys, they're just like
Mhm.
individuals. The only thing that was kind of similar at the time was like the Savannah Bananas. So I saw a team that was like, okay, that's in baseball, but look how much fun they're having. So I told the guys, I'm like, look, our jerseys are bright pink. Our name is hilarious. We're a fun group of guys. I'm like, I really want to try and like do some social for us. And the decision across the board was we're down, but this is either going to be the stupidest thing we've ever done or this is going to go really well. So we started as Stinky Pinkies. We're in Iceland, and it was basically me on my phone, like for the first couple of videos in the change room on the ice. Like I didn't warm up. Like I just had my phone. Like I was just going around. Like we're just doing videos. We had our what was it, Scam? Our Rook party too. That
Yeah.
like we took a whole bunch of videos there, and we were the Stinky Pinkies, and we started to gain traction just from those videos. Where that new logo came in was once we started to like blow up with these videos, we're like, do we want to be known as the Stinky Pinkies? Because then we had kids like at the arena that were like knocking on the glass and like cheering us on, screaming
Wow.
Stinky Pinkies. And I'm like,
Mhm.
we don't want like 8 to 10-year-olds screaming out Stinky Pinkies because then they go back to their parents and we're like, no, no, no. We want to be like hockey friendly, but still funny. So that's when we transitioned to just the Pinkies, which is your question. Like, how did this come up?
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
was actual, like, that was a design. Like, that is like, we thought we're like, we're always going like this with the Stinky Pinkies. We had that hand, but we're like, how can we make this kind of friendly? That's a cool logo that we can put, like Scam's wearing the t-shirt, I'm wearing the hat. What can we use on like everything? So that took like design work. That wasn't Canva. Like I was on
Mhm.
Photoshop, thinking what the hand looks like, the smile, the smirk, everything, the wink. And it kind of came together for like an iconic logo, which is seems to be working for us so far.
Wow. So you get the logo together, you pick the
Yep.
name, and then walk us through, I guess both you guys, walk us through like that first game or even leading up to like that first game. Like who was the friend group that you were targeting? Like what was the team like? All that good stuff.
Yeah, so it kind of started out. There's kind of like there's kind of six of us that are kind of like the main friend group, like me, Thomas, Lucas, John, Chris, and Dean. So we kind of were the core. We're like the core Pinkies guys. Like we're the
Mhm.
ones you'll see in like if you go to our website, we're
Mhm.
showing the merch. We're the ones doing the photo shoots and stuff. And then basically from that, just kind of all of it's mainly our friends from high school. We're just kind of like, hey boys, like trying to put a team together. um and again, when we originally started the Stinky Pinkies, like we had no idea this was going to happen, right? Like we didn't tell these guys, "Hey, like
Mhm.
come join the team. We're going to try and make it this big like social media phenomenon thing." It wasn't like that. It was just kind of like, "Let's play some hockey." And then like Thomas said, he literally just started like whipping out his phone and we would just do stupid things on the ice and just crack jokes. Not thinking too much of it, and then eventually just kind of blew up. But yeah, in terms of like the hockey, we started out in Iceland with the Stinky Pinkies.
Mhm.
So leading up to it, it was honestly just super exciting. Like, because I think Thomas, I can't remember, did we have our actual jerseys for the first game? I think we
Yeah, we
did.
did. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
So
Yeah,
just
we
like
did.
putting on some
Wow.
bright pink jerseys with the boys, like we're going out on the ice. These other teams are looking across the rink, like, who the hell are these guys? Like a bunch of young punks just wearing pink jerseys. But I still remember that first game was awesome. Like, we got the W playing at Iceland. And then, yeah, that's just kind of how it all started.
Thomas, do you guys
Yeah.
make a lot of changes? Because remember in minor hockey, like every season there's like a couple guys that, lead the team and they come in. Do you guys have that experience with like the evolution of the team for the rest of like other than the core?
Yeah, 100%. And I think
Mhm.
like Scam's best for this because Scam like manages the team like fully.
Oh,
So
cool.
like
That's good.
yeah, Scam's our cap. Like he manages the team with like everyone and all the players. And I don't think we've had the same team for any season. Like I think there's always been like one or two guys in or out. Now, like Scam said, the core six of us are always there, and there's a few other guys that will like always be on the team. But the nature is like it's beer league, right? So like some guys show up, some guys can't. Every season, someone's got some other commitment. So I think like like that original team is not even close to the team we have now. Like the core is still there,
Yeah.
but there's like a lot of changes because originally, you know, like Scam said, and it's still now, but like we were just truly high school friends. That's all we ever wanted with like some of the younger brothers and stuff like that. Then, you know, guys drop in, they drop out, you know, they come, and I don't think any season is going to have the exact same team. That's the nature of beer league. But as long as like our core boys are there and we're having a lot of fun, like we don't care who joins, as long as, you know, you're a good guy, you know, you want to play hockey, you show up on, you know, Wednesday nights to play. That's, you know, that's all we care about, is that the spirit in the change room is like, is high. Everyone's happy to be there, and, you know, just enjoy the time and you play good hockey.
Yeah,
Right.
and we've
When
also
go
sorry, I was
ahead.
just gonna say, like, we've also kind of like
Yeah.
bounced around a bit too, because we started out in
Yes.
Iceland, then we moved to Etobicoke. We were thinking of Etobicoke for a couple years,
Yep.
and then we actually switched over to Lug. We had an opportunity with Lug, where we were playing at Meadowvale, and then now we've just recently gone back to ASHL this year, but now we're all the way at York. So it's kind of been like a whirlwind, and you know how it is. Like, you got to take what you can get. Like, we've had to play on different nights, different locations. So the team definitely has changed a bit. I've had to go GM mode sometimes, just trying to like get guys and fill out the roster. But yeah, for the most part, like the core guys, and then, you know, like Thomas said, there's probably about maybe 10 of us that are usually always on the team, and then got to fill out like, you know, 3-4 guys just to get the numbers.
And you guys are good too. You guys are a really good hockey team, because there's a lot of good rep guys, and you know, so you guys
depends on the year. We've won a couple like ASHL championships, and we won the facilities one year. So that was fun. Made the finals at Lug. We kind of shit the bed in the finals with that, but it is what it is. And then, but yeah, it really just depends. Like, to be honest, this is our first season at York, and it was extremely competitive. Like, we realistically probably should have been moved down. We got moved down a division, which we probably should have happened a lot earlier. But it was super competitive. Like, we're playing guys that, you know, played in Europe, but they got like the AHL gear on, and, you know, we got some guys in like house league and stuff, like, and it's just like, that was like some of the hardest beer league hockey I've ever played. It was still fun. The boys strung a couple W's together, but for the most part, took a lot of L's. But
100%. Like, we are a good team. We are definitely a good team. But like Scam said, like, this was not beer league hockey. Like, this just felt like real hockey that just happens to be us not playing like competitively, but like it was all really good. But at our core, like, yes, like I would say we're a good beer league team, but we just happened to be in a really, really good division this year. And we got dropped down, which, you know, happens. That's, you know, the nature of it, and there's no shame in that. But we are, I'd say we're like a solid team that just had a bit of a shitter of a start this year, for a lack of better words.
It's like the NHL. Sometimes there's like a retool. Sometimes there's a rebuild. You know,
100%.
so it's funny. Where can you mention that GM mode? Like, I feel like a lot of fantasy hockey owners be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's cool."
Even just playing video games as a kid, my favorite mode in NHL was being GM mode. So I feel like I'm fitting the bill there.
Yeah, like imagine how many people are doing the Leafs right now.
Oh God,
probably a lot. That's a different conversation. Whose idea and when did this happen, guys? When you started posting clips on social media of like kind of the funny stuff with the brand, like when did all that kind of start?
This guy over here.
It was my idea. And like I said, like from the beginning, we never, like, my goal never was like, hey, like right from day one, like this is the plan, we're sticking with it. All I knew was, like, I told the boys, I'm like, I really want to do something social media. I'm very social media savvy. Like, that's what I do full time. And I wanted to try it out with us. I'm like, we have bright pink jerseys. Our name is the Stinky Pinkies. Like, we're a fun group of guys. Let's try stuff. So it was a weird evolution, because it's really changed. Like, this April is going to be 3 years, and every year, like, there's been something new. And I want to say it wasn't until like last year, which is when we like really, really found our groove. But when we first started, it was like, let's just have fun. Like, let's just make funny videos. So Scam organized like our Rook party. We had like our initial like party where it was like in my condo. We had a whole bunch of games and things like that. The boys were drinking. We had our jerseys, and those videos actually like took off. And what I originally thought was going to happen for us was we were going to be this like college frat like team that we were like really fun, almost like Pink Whitney, Barstool, Nelk. Like I thought we were gonna fall into that like kind of, category. But as we started making these videos, we realized they were going viral, and then we started to see all these comments from like girls, and we're like, oh my god, they look like this, like blah blah blah, smut this, smut that. We're like, what is this? Like we had no clue what we were getting ourselves into. And I remember like the first video that got like a couple 100,000 views, it was just girls commenting. And I'm like, what is happening here? So I started to look around, do some research, ask the girlfriends, and there's this community of like, call it hockey romance, that they're like sexy books that they've like kind of associated us with. And we're like, okay, like let's run with this. I didn't have like a direction. I'm like, all I know is I want to like, create viral videos. So then we went like so deep into this like smut hockey romance community where we're like doing stretches on the ice, like trying to be this like hot kind of like hockey team, whatever. And it just like took off. Like every video was going nuts. So what we then built was a community of like these middle-aged like women, majority in the US, that are reading these like hockey romance novels. Then from there, all the authors started to reach out. All the authors of these books started reaching out to us, being like, do a book review. And we're like, okay, like we've never opened a book. So we started to I still have a box of like these books, and we would just be in the arena, and I would find I'd be like, what's like the dirtiest page? And we would all sit there, like 6 of us, we'd read the page, and it was just like live reactions of us being like, what are we reading? Like, what the fuck is this? And it was nuts. And those videos took off like 1 million views, 2 million views, 1 million views. Like what the most viral video around that area was actually of our rookies reading like a really like viral book, and like Dirty Scene hit like 8 million views on TikTok. So we were known as the smut team. We were truly known as like the smut team. Even when we went, like Pink Whitney invited us out for Chicklets Cup, we brought the books. Like we were all up like intermission. Like we were up in the stands reading books, and I'm videotaping everyone reading these books. So it was great till the point where we're like, okay, we don't really want to do this like full time. Like we still want to like go back to our beer league roots and have fun with it, which is when mic'd up content kind of came into play. And once mic'd up content came in, it was game over, because that was like, we can do it every game, and it was so much fun, and it was so natural. So kind of just got our videographer, found a videographer. I started getting mic'd up, and it was just natural stuff on the ice. It was just, what do beer league players say on the ice? And it's just me being me on the ice. And it started to, grow into, we did a collaboration with Barber's team. We collaborated on a video. We had that was our first really big video around Christmas. It hit 11 million views, and we're like, okay, we're going to be the mic'd up hockey team. And then it starts to get hard naturally playing on the ice with just hey, what am I saying? Just random stuff. So I'm like, the jokes seem to be doing really well. So then I'm like, no, we're just going to say jokes. I'm just going to say jokes, whether it's the ref, the other team, our team, whatever. And that just took off, hit after hit after hit. And we're like, hey, this is what we are. We are the mic'd up beer league team. And lo and behold, that smut community still really loved it, because they just loved seeing us be funny on the ice. And that's where we're at now. We're the Pinkies. We're the mic'd up beer league team that you'll see. And anytime you see a pink jersey pop up on your feed with a dirty joke, guaranteed that's going to be us. And that's what we're known for. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's fast, because I think you guys were probably the first beer hockey team to do this, because I don't really remember a beer hockey team actually having mic'd up content and then posting clips about it. And so I was going to ask, in terms of the jokes itself, we can't, it's YouTube, so we got to be a little bit careful. But how do you guys, is this just natural, right off the cuff, or do you guys actually prepare? How does that work?
No, I wish. I as much as credit I'd love to give to myself, thinking I'm that natural on the ice.
Yeah.
I definitely, so I'm on TikTok all day because of the nature of what I do for my business. So my feed, that Pinkies feed, is just curated to the most hilarious shit you'll see. So jokes will pop up. I love comedians. I'll take a joke from them. I'll take a joke from something else. I'll think of what's another funny one. And naturally there's a couple stupid things that I might just think of. But it's almost now the social media for me is a science. The Pinkies truly is a brand that's not oh, fingers crossed, like I hope we go viral. Now it's like, no, like I sit there and like I curate what we're gonna post, and everything is very strategic now. So, when we first started, it was just fun. Like, let's just get on social, start posting, and see what sticks. Now it truly is almost like a business. It's a brand. Like, we are the largest beer league hockey team on social media, and that's for a reason. Like, we post every week now. We're going to go really, really hard in the summer now. And those jokes are a mix of my favorite comedians, what I've seen, maybe like just these one-off jokes on TikToks, things like that. And then I kind of tweak it to be like, okay, how is this going to work in the hockey, field or industry? And they've just been like hit after hit, but it definitely took a lot of time. Like, there were a couple jokes that, like, I'm being honest, some of them just didn't hit. And there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes where it's like, people see the viral videos of like, oh, 1 million, 2 million, 500K, whatever it is. There's just as many jokes that I told the boys that like got no laugh and no reaction, that I'm like, well, I can't use this. And that's the nature of it, right? Like, I don't, if we're going to be honest, like, it's social media is hard. Like, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of work that goes into it. But there's only a few that like really hit. There's an archive of videos that I have that just like, they're like, that wasn't funny. I'm like, okay. I'm like, fair. Like, that's how you learn. That's how you grow as a brand. You got to figure out what works and what doesn't. And then, cut what doesn't work and double down on what does.
Yeah, this guy is I feel bad for him sometimes, because sometimes, like, so Thomas is basically the main guy that's always mic'd up, always making the joke. So he's got God, I don't know how many jokes he's told us on the ice. So I don't blame him for finding his ways to come up with them. But I also feel bad because sometimes the boys are just so like locked into the game. Like, if it's like playoffs or something, or if it's like a close game, like sometimes we're just like, man, just shut up. Like, no one wants to hear a joke right now. Especially if you're losing and you're like in the dog days. Like, it's just like this season was kind of like probably the roughest season we've had. So like, we'd come to the rink and we're just like, Thomas, man, like, just, we don't want to hear any jokes today. So kudos to him for being a good spirit and keeping the boys lively. But we try and cut him some slack sometimes. Just be like, yeah, all right, quick, tell me a joke before I go take this face off. Hurry up.
Yeah. Personally, guys, my favorite joke when I was looking last night, and obviously throughout the years, is with the referees. I like cry every time like you guys are telling a jokes to a ref, because the ref, you're supposed to be unbiased as a ref, right? And that's like the position of a referee. But it's funny. It's so funny that they laugh the entire time. Like, they can't even believe it.
Yeah, and we've go ahead. Go ahead, Thomas. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we've built like really good relationships with the refs. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I think Scam and I can go on and on for like how shit some beer league refs are. But like, for a majority of it, like, when we're telling them the jokes and they know who we are, like, I have some of their numbers, in the sense of like, they just love us. Like, some of us, they're like, they see us, they're so excited to ref us. We've just become boys with them. And like, I know a lot of people, like, at the beginning were like, oh, like, they're best friends with the refs. Like, it's not fair or whatever. It's like, no, like, they've called us multiple penalties, and they're like, buddy, like, you tripped them or you hooked them, whatever. Like, I don't give a shit how much I like you. Like, hockey's hockey. But over the years, like, we've built some solid relationships with them. Not all of them. Some of them do hate us. And I think that goes towards, like, they know we're the social media team. So some of them will just like, no, screw you. They're going to have like a target on our back, and just, they don't give a shit. But then on the flip side, there's a ton of them that are just like really, really solid dudes. And they're really fun to play with. And it makes hockey fun when you have a good ref, especially the relationship we have with them. But it's all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say to the people watching this pod, I swear to God, they do not bias us. Like, they really do not give us any benefit of the doubts. I swear to God, like, I don't know how our team gets so many penalties. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But so just so people know, I promise you, they do not give us
especially this season,
any leeway.
Like, we have, honestly, like, if we're being honest, there's only 2 refs that were from Etobicoke that we're like boys with, like, really, really good guys. And they are so straight. They're like, we're friends. Like, we love you. But once the game starts, like, I don't give a shit. The other refs that like us, they're kind of the younger dudes that are just starting out, and they know who we are, and they'll just like laugh when they see us because they know who we are. They'll give us props and whatever. The rest of them all hate us. Like Scam said, like, there's just like, if you look at go on ASHL, like, look at our penalty minutes, like, it's insane. It's insane. And like, we've gone back and forth a million times. Like, okay, like I guess, it actually is the complete opposite. It didn't work in our favor. But like I said, there's a couple really good dudes that it's just good guys, good refs. But yes, like Scam said, they do not favor us. Not at all.
Okay. That's amazing. Like, that's so funny. On that point, guys, could we talk about, I guess, beer league culture? Because I haven't played beer league myself in such a long time. And so, like, why is like beer league so unique, especially in Toronto?
Um, like honestly, what kind of blows me away, especially with like the ASHL, is just how big it is. Like you'll
Mhm.
go to a rink, like we play, our usual nights is Wednesday nights at Etobicoke, so I'll just use that as an example. Like I'll pull up to the rink Wednesday night, Etobicoke Canland. I'm looking at the board and it's just like full, like hour after hour after hour, all beer league. And it's just even if I go on like ASHL website, they've made it easier because they have an app now. But before it would like you'd have to filter through like your night, your division, your
Mhm.
schedule, and you can just see like the amount of teams that are on there. And it just kind of blows my mind and just kind of shows like, especially in Toronto, just people want to play hockey. It doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter your skill level. You just want to realistically, you just want to be with your boys, play hockey, and have a couple beers after the game. Like that's the beauty of beer league. And
Mhm.
even with us, like there's guys on our team that I basically only see at the rink, like when we play. And that I'm not saying that in a
Mhm.
bad way. It's just kind of like,
Mhm.
everyone has priorities in life. Everyone has their things they need to do. So it's nice to just kind of set aside like 1 or 2 hours a week, just go to the rink, chit chat before the game, get on the ice. You're getting a workout in too. Um,
Mhm.
in the room, vibes are always good. Have a couple of beers, whatever it is. But it's just a great time, and it's just fun to be out there with your friends. And like I said, like maybe you've played with guys in the past, maybe you haven't. So it's just cool to kind of be on the ice all together, and it's really cool to see really how popular beer league hockey really is, especially like from any age group really. Like sometimes we'll see
Yep.
guys on the ice that are like literally 80 years old and I'm like, I don't know how the hell you're doing this, but I respect you so much for it. And it's just
Yeah.
it's truly amazing, like just how big it is and how many people truly just love playing hockey.
How
Yeah,
about
I
you,
agree.
Thomas?
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Like I think, and I'm
Mhm.
the most excited I am is always for summer, because I think winter is like it's tough. Because don't get me wrong, beer league's fun all year round, but like almost in winter, sometimes when it's like shitty weather outside and it's like a snowstorm or this, like you kind of just like it's a trek to get to the rink. It's still fun to play, but then like you kind of go home after, and like now that it's summer, it's like. It doesn't matter, win or lose, no one cares. Like Scam said, like you're all friends on the team. Like we're gonna have a beer after. It's gorgeous outside. Like whether it's at the arena or it's after, like it's just Wednesday night is like it's for the boys. It truly is. Like we're gonna go play hockey. We're gonna get a great workout in, and we're a very competitive team. We want to play, so it's nice also that like. You can have competitive hockey. Like beer league depends what division you're in. Some guys don't give a shit. They just will like join a lower division. They just want to
Mhm.
play. It doesn't matter win or lose. For us, it's like we're still competitive guys. We're good hockey players. Like we want to go play like a good game, but we also want to enjoy it and we want to crush a beer after and like, enjoy the weather. So like Scam said, like I don't want to repeat what he said, but it's a really fun time. There's lots of competitive players. And it's good hockey if you want it to be. So can't complain. It's been great. And I don't think, like Scam said, there's guys that are 80. Like I don't see this being, we only have a couple years left. Like this is just kind of our life. Like we just play beer league hockey. It's a
Mhm.
staple.
Mhm. Do you guys have like a biggest rival like throughout the years that you've played against?
Let's see it, Thomas. Let's see if we're thinking of the same team.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it on three.
Yeah. And we better
One,
say the same thing.
two. Okay, we are ready. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Dirty
Dirty
Birds. All
birds.
right,
Yeah,
let's
Oh,
go.
wow,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's funny.
What are
Yeah,
they like?
they're just
Go
like a
scams.
typical
Yeah.
like scrappy team. Like
Uh,
I'll give them credit. Like they are pretty good, but they are
mhm.
just like very scrappy, very like, usually with beer league guys are competitive, but they're still like pretty chill. But these guys are like they're in your face, like they're hooking you, they're tripping you, like oh my god. I have like a love-hate relationship playing against them because I know it's gonna be an annoying game, but I know at the same time it's gonna be like a fun game that you like truly like want to win. So you're like going hard. You're like, no, like let's beat these guys. Like, so we haven't faced them in a while just because we were in Lug and then we've been at York. I think they're like only at Canlan at Etobicoke. But we're going back there this summer. So we'll see. We'll see if we can restart the rivalry again.
You know what it is too? It's like, it's funny because at the end of the day, like it really just is hockey, right? So it's like, it's beer league hockey. Everyone has work the next day. Like you don't want to go crazy with it, but it's like, you know that if you were on their team, you would love the guys. Because it's like every team, like we have guys on our team that are going to be super annoying too. Not to their extent, because they really are a bit scrappy and like they'll get really physical. It's like, why? Like for what reason? But it makes you so much more motivated to win. But at the end of the day, it's like everyone's going to be upstairs crushing beers after. So it's like whatever you are on the ice, it's like you could probably like dab that guy up and be friends with him within like 5 minutes over a beer. It's just on the ice that it's like same in the NHL. Like look at playoffs. Like these guys are beating the shit out of each other for like 7 games. And at the end of it, they're all shaking each other's hands and like good game, good series, good series. Like it's the same in beer league. It's nice that you can have a really competitive game. You can build rivalries. It becomes really fun. And then, you know, at the end of it, it's like everyone's upstairs crushing beers and no one really gives a shit what happened on the ice. So it's like, it is, there definitely is rivalries. That's for sure our main one. And we've built like, I mean, to be fair, every single team knows us. And from the beginning, they have a target on our back. Like there are some games where it's like, we lost and these guys are cheering like we've never seen before because they know that, you know, we've kind of switched our social a bit, but the first 2 years, like we were posting the score, like didn't matter if we lost 10-0 or won 10-0, like that score was being posted. So these guys wanted to like see that we posted an L and it said their team, like they beat us. Now, you know, our social media switched a bit and we don't really care too much about, you know, the score and stuff like that as we're trying to build a brand. But at the beginning, it's like, they want us to post an L. Like they can't wait. Like they really, really want to beat us. And it was cool because it was like, you know, we know we're going to go out and play a good hockey game or else we're going to lose and we're going to post a score. So rivalries are, I think it's a good thing to have in beer league. It makes it really fun.
Yeah, and yeah, you mentioned too, like I always think of like the Olympic team with Team Canada and like guys playing on different teams and like Tampa, Florida, for instance, and then they hate each other like when they play the game, and then when you see them on Team Canada, everyone's hugging and supporting each other, and that's just hockey. That's like, right, like that's just hockey. So that's really cool. I wanted to touch on like your minor hockey career, guys, like in a sec, but I want to ask one more question about like the Pinkies, if that's cool. For like the locker room, like personalities, because obviously we've seen like in the social media clips, everyone is different. But like, who's like, I know it's a weird question, but like, who's like the biggest beauty on the team? Like, who's always late? Like all that kind of stuff.
Who's always late? That's an easy
that's an easy one. And that's Mr. Jayton Sierra. He's always late. Like literally, like Zamboni's on and he's walking in the room. Biggest beauty.
I don't know. It's like, you know what? Like, I think to give credit to like everyone, like we're a fun group of guys. Like, I don't think it's different because like I don't want to relate like the social media to who's the biggest beauty because it's like it's me mic'd up and me telling jokes to everyone else. But the guys are just like, they're a good group of guys. Like we're all really fun. Like everyone, like I don't know, Scam. Like I don't know if there's anyone specifically. Like I mean, there's personalities. Like I don't know, like Gabe's hilarious, Touche is hilarious. Like we've got some like really
but they're
funny
like different
guys.
hilarious too, because like it's like
they're so different.
Gabe is like
personalities.
Gabe is like the chit chatter, like won't shut up, like especially on the ice. And then Touche is more of like a. Well, Vinny, you remember too. Like we're talking about Touchard.
Touchard is the best.
That's funny. Touche is kind of like he's more like quiet, like very dry humor. Like it's.
The zingers. He would always get the zingers. I would feel like it would be like everyone's talking, that he would just come in and boom, there's a zinger.
And
like,
he's probably our best player. So it's just like you know, like sometimes he's just pissed. Like even like if we're playing bad, and just like you know, just saying stuff under his breath, and I'm just like looking at him like.
But everyone's got personality. Funny. Like then you got Emmy, like our Tendi, who's like locked in from like he's the first in the change room. Like the guy's there like an hour before, locked in, like literally doing his like goalie warm-ups, like looking around. I'm like, the guy's dialed in between periods, always doesn't matter winning or losing. Let's go, boys, let's go. Then I don't know, you got someone like Jules who's like king of showers and like is like trying to get everyone in the
Get
shower.
everyone in the showers.
Yeah, you got like there's everyone's got personality, and then like between our guys too, like we all have, everyone has something, like everyone contributes in a fun way. It's not all on social, but it makes for like a good team because it makes, you know, my life easier when I'm trying to do mic'd up content. It's like, you know, everyone, like they're all in good spirits. We're a good group of guys. We're a ton of fun. And I think Scam managing the team too, it's like we'd never bring anyone onto our team that doesn't fit the vibe. Like the locker room culture has to be like first and foremost, is that at the end of the day, the Pinkies is just meant to be fun. Like we're trying to build it, we're trying to grow it. And yes, there's like a lot of brand and business behind it as well now that we've established like who we are. But if we're not having fun when we go out there and the guys on the team like aren't good guys, then like what's the point of doing all this? Like it just started as high school friends playing hockey, trying to do social media. Yes, it's grown into something big and we're going to continue to try and grow it and stay as the largest beer league team and have partnerships and grow our merch and do a million things. But the guys come first always. And I think we've built like a solid team around that.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, I've talked to Emmy a lot because I guess breaking news, I want him to coach for the next year. So
Oh, that's awesome.
so I've had a lot of conversations with Emmy. He's the best. I love him. And he's subscribed to the channel, so he'll see this.
Beautiful.
There you go.
There you go. So before like the last segment, guys, I want to talk about, I guess, your own like minor hockey experience. So like where do you guys play? Obviously, Mark and I, we played together for a long time, but where do you guys play? Like what was the journey? What did you find? Tell us everything.
Yeah, for me, just kind of typical, like starting out in like Timbits or House League. And then I slowly just kind of worked my way up. Like every year or two, I was kind of progressing. I think I started in like White, and I was A, where me and you played A and AA together. Then eventually I moved up to AAA, played there for 4 or 5 years. Played a year of junior, and then went to university. And then in university, it was hard. Like I'll be honest, I kind of lost my passion for hockey. Like just being so committed throughout the years, like especially playing like AAA and junior and high school, like it's busy, you know, like you're applying to universities, you're trying to get good grades. Like I honestly just kind of lost my passion for it. Like I still liked hockey, obviously. But I just almost got like sick of it in a way, because I was just like, oh, I'm putting in all this like time and effort. I'm not seeing like the best results. So it just kind of came to a phase where I'm just like, you know what? Like I'm going away to university. I'll just kind of take, I wouldn't necessarily say I planned on like retiring, but I was just like, oh, like I'll take some time off. So I went to Guelph, University of Guelph for my first year, and I didn't play. I just played like intramurals. And then after that, I actually transferred to Guelph Humber, which shares a campus with Humber. I still wasn't playing, but then in my third year, I actually started playing for the Humber team, which was pretty cool because it was like a step above. I think it's technically called like extramurals. Like you're facing other teams. It was just a tournament style though. It wasn't like a real like regular season playoffs thing, but it was like one tournament a month. We practiced a couple times a week. So that honestly kind of got me back into like loving competitive hockey, because that was, I honestly didn't expect it to be that competitive, but it makes sense because there's guys like me that have played like, you know, AAA junior, but kind of gave up in a sense. And now they're just going to college or uni and just want to keep playing. So that was a lot of fun. And then obviously throughout that journey, from like my first year in university onwards, was playing beer league like in the summers. And then once we all graduated and stuff, now beer league is just full time year round. Like we don't stop. We do summer and winter, which is awesome. So we're basically playing like every single week. So yeah, it's been that's my journey to beer league.
And you always scored on me too in practice, Mark.
Yeah,
the
I
wrist shot.
tried.
Yeah. Oh. Thomas, how about you?
Oh, mine's really easy. I just played house league my whole life.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I started when I was 6. Same as, I think it was called Ice Puppies. Started when I was 6, and I guess like I had a really cool journey because yes, I played house league, and I would love for Touche to watch this part because he's just gonna be ripping me apart. But yeah, I started with it was called blue. I don't know how they have their like levels now. And then I just went up to red, like immediately went up to red, and which is like, depends if you're like Milton. I don't know how they have it now. I'm so like removed from that, but I think like Milton, Ajax, whatever, they called it like select or AE. It was never A because I know you guys played single A and it was like Lauren Park, the Mohawks, all those kind of guys. So we were like select AE, and I honestly just played there for I think like 10 years. Like that was my whole career. I was with the same team, same group of guys for like the entirety of it, which was a really cool experience because I don't see those guys much anymore, but like if I ever saw them, it would be like an immediate connection. Like we went like when we won, like we were like a really, really good like red select like house league team. We went like our coaches took it seriously. Like they took us to Ohio. We went to Michigan. Like we did these away tournaments. And we were winning. We were actually the highlight I think of my house league career was we were in the Mississauga News right beside Candela when he got drafted to Belleville. And I always ripped on him because he was like the big guy that came out of like Mississauga to get drafted. And then my house league team that went like 50-0 and like 2 or something was like right beside him. So we had fun. Like my career was just playing red. Same guys, same coaches, built like lifelong relationships with them. My mom is still like best friends with like a lot of the hockey moms. It was like really cool to just grow up playing hockey with the same guys, going to tournaments. Boston Pizza was like our stomping grounds. Like we just had like a ton of fun. There was nothing like crazy about my career aside from like I think hockey is just about like making friends and like really, really creating lifelong relationships with it. And if you end up making it, like that's awesome. Like kudos to you. And going up and there's guys like Scam that end up like going all the way and playing triple. Like that's amazing. Everyone has a different career and it's really cool because if you look at our team, I think everyone has a different journey. Like I played with Touche at one point. Like Touche just like met me for like a year, 2 years and then just skyrocketed and like went to triple A. Meanwhile, I stayed in house league. There's guys that like, Seti had probably the same story as me, but he was just a league, a division above. He just played single A his whole life, same group of guys. Like I knew Seti growing up because I got called up for his team sometimes. Like we were really close. So everyone's got a different journey. Mine ended up being house league, ton of fun. And now we're all in beer league.
You all end up in the same place, no matter where you play. You all end up in the same place.
Yeah. Hey, place. That's amazing, guys. Thanks for sharing the stories. Okay, so a final segment of the show, guys, we call it Quick Hits. It's basically 5 questions, 5, 6 questions, whatever comes top of mind. And we'll just like try it out. That's cool.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first one. What is the toughest rink to play in around the city?
York.
Oh yeah, York for sure. York. Arena 1. The big one. Yeah, the big one.
Nice.
Oh, the big one sucks.
Most underrated player on the team.
That's a good question.
I want to say John.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say John. You know why?
Yeah,
because he's like so. Our whole decor is either like you're not actually a D, like you're a forward that plays D, or you're like an offensive defenseman. John is the only D we have. So yes, John, if you're watching this, I know you make stupid mistakes sometimes, but he's like, it's nice to just have that guy on the ice that we're like, hey, John's going to be stay at home. He's going to make the right decisions. He's not going to hold the puck. He's just going to make the quick passes and that's mine. I say John.
Yeah, I'll say I'm debating between 3, honestly, like John, Thomas, because he's just like a workhorse on the ice. Like he doesn't stop like skating, literally doesn't stop. Like if there's a body in front of him, oh well, he's not stopping. And then the third guy I'm thinking too, the only reason why he's underrated is because he hasn't played much this year is Jordan Hum. Just really, really solid defenseman. Like yeah.
Cool. Best chirper in the locker room.
Oh, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe.
Gabe Iozzo, 100%.
And I'm gonna hate admitting that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Second last one. Who brings the most energy in the locker room?
It might be Gabe. Like,
yeah,
I just feel like he doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He like doesn't stop talking, and he's like super annoying. love the guy, but like he's one of those guys that like he like wants you to be annoyed.
Yeah.
So he just kind of like I was just gonna say it just makes it more lively, just kind of like brings the energy, the annoying energy.
Yeah, I'd say on the flip side, like if our morals are like really low, it's Emmy. Like that guy's like 100%. Like it's like we're playing like an NHL game every single time. It's like doesn't matter. It's like boys, like let's go. Like he's hyped up. Like he's in between periods. Like you hear him screaming from like the net. Like he's just a guy is so vocal. Like he will always like be the motivator. It doesn't matter like up, down, whatever. He's like keep it going. So he's not like pump up like energy guy. He's more of like, yo, we got this. Like double down. Like he's like motivated.
See, goalies can be motivators too. If you're a goalie watching this, you could be a motivator. There you go.
100%.
And then last one, guys. One word to describe the Pinkies.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, like wild.
Fun, stupid.
Stupid is good. Yeah. Fun, wild, stupid.
Amazing. Guys, I really appreciate you coming on the show. This was wonderful to talk to you guys about the Pinkies, to hear you guys talk. Amazing. Your chemistry too. Like people gotta watch this. It's like you guys probably know each other for like 30 years. But
we almost have actually.
Close. Scam and I think
we're going on like 20 years.
Yeah, we're going on 20 years. Man, probably
maybe more.
Like almost 25 years soon. Yeah.
That's amazing. No, that's really cool. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Behind the Glass. I don't know what episode this is. We'll figure it out. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Ciao.
Thank you, brother. Cheers.
Thanks, Vinny.